Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Kartik. Guys, this video will gonna be different from the other videos because in this video we are going to discuss about how we can create a form using HTML and CSS and how we can add validation in it using JavaScript. So guys, before getting late, let's get straight into our amazing tutorial. But guys, before getting into a tutorial, let me give you the preview of the form that I have created. So guys, here you can see, let me refresh it to set it to the default value. So here you can see it says register with us, a submit button and the inputs. So guys, first of all you can see username, and if I add something like 123, so it says okay, and if I add like something Kartik, it says okay because I added the username properly. But guys, here you can see the other inputs saying some error like email is not valid, password must be at least 6 characters, password 2 is required, password 2 is required, like this. So guys, now let me add the email here and now submit. So here you can see the password and confirm password saying error because we didn't add anything in it, and here you can see in the email we successfully, like not successfully, it says no errors, and if I made some mistake here something like this and now submit, so it says email is not valid. So it's guys, that's fine. And here in the password you can see, let me add password 1 2 3 4 5 6 because it says at least 6 characters, and here let's add only 1 and let's submit. So you can see password is fine, but confirm password says password do not match, so we have to add 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now submit, so all the things are fine. So guys, let's see how we can make this using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So guys, before getting into a tutorial, make sure that you have smashed the subscribe button and just don't forget to follow me on Instagram. So anyways, let's get straight into our amazing tutorial. So guys, here you can see this is a folder, and here let's see if we created a folder named project by chance. Let me see, okay, project, and here in the project let me create another folder and let's say form validation, like this. And here let's create I'm sorry, let's create index.html, and then here let's create style.css, then script.js, something like this. So guys, in the index.html, let me zoom it for you and close this sidebar. Okay, why it is not zoomed? Okay, let me close this sidebar. And okay guys, here let's add a boilerplate. First we have to do our HTML. I'm sorry guys, here we have to do HTML. Then here we have to create a div with the name of a container, something like this. After that guys, we have to add a form, and here let's name it as id of form, like this, form, and a class of form, class is equal to form, something like this. And inside that form guys, here we have to add a h2 first of all, and let's say register, something like this. And after that, here we have to add div class form, not like this, div form control, something like this. And after that, here let's add label, something like this, and let's say in for, let's say username, and here let's say username, something like this. Again here not again, here we have to add input, something like this, and we say text, and let's say id to, let's say username, and let me remove this name from here really quick, and something like this. And after that, we have to add a placeholder, something like this, and let's say the placeholder username, enter username, something like this. After that guys, here we have to create a small something like this, and it is a tag in HTML, and here we have to add error message something like this. So guys, we are good to go with our one form control, and then we have to copy this one, copy and paste it again. Okay, paste it again, and here let's edit this. So here for that we have to add for to email and use it. I just mean in the label we have to add email something like this, and in the type we have to add text and ID to be email, and let's say placeholder to be email, and we have to leave small as it is. And here let's do this again, and here guys let's add password. Here let's add something like this, password, and after that here we have to add password to the type, password, and here we have to add ID to be password and placeholder to be enter. Here like this, enter password something like this, and let's leave the small as it is. Again guys, let's copy this and paste it here, and after I just mean instead of for password we have to just add password 2, and here in the like this confirm password something like this, confirm password, nothing fancy over here. And after that here in the input we have to add type is equal to password, ID is equal to password 2 something like this, and placeholder to be enter password again, and control S to save. Before saving this we have to create a button also, and let's say button to be, let's say submit, remove this type, and let's say submit, not like this, submit something like this. Control S to save, and guys let me copy the file path and open it in our browser, and here you can see guys this is our basic HTML. I know it's looking very ugly, so just ignore this, and let's write a CSS part over here. So first of all let me link the CSS file, link CSS, and here let's say style.css. okay, and here guys let's do something like this. Let me do root something like this, root, and here we have to add success color something like this, and here we have to add hashtag 2ECC71 something like this. It looks like aqua, like this something like green and aqua. Then here we have to add arrow. Here let's say color, and arrow color let's say E7, hashtag E7, I think E74C3C, I think E74C3C if I'm not wrong. Okay, it's perfect. And then here we have to add something like this, and here we have to add box sizing to be border box something like this, and here we have to add body, and here we have to add background color hashtag F9 FAFB something like this. After that guys here we have to add font family, or let's leave the font family, or let's add to cursive, I think cursive something like this, and let's refresh. So okay, let's leave it as it is, cursive. And after that guys here we have to add display to be flex display I'm sorry, to be flex something like this. Then align item to be center, and justify content to be center, and after that main height to be 100 VH something like this, and margin not like this, margin to be 0 something like this. So we are good to go with our body part something like this, and it will should okay align to the center. That's great. And after that here let's target container. Here let's add background color background color to hashtag FFF which is white. Then here we have to add border color to be 5, not border color, border radius to be 5, or let's say 10%, not percent, pixel, not PC, pixel. And then here we have to add box shadow to be 0, 2 pixel, 10 pixel, RGBA of 0, 0, 0 and in the alpha we have to add 0.3, 0, 0 and 0. In the alpha we have to add 0.3. Control S to save. And here let's see. Okay, why it is not okay? Let me remove this from here really quick. And now let's see. So here you can see it's shadow and it's perfect. So guys, not perfect, it's the shadow is perfect. And after that guys, here we have to add H2 and let's say text align to be center, margin of 0, 0 and 20 pixel, margin of 0, 0, 20 pixels, something like this. Let me add a comma, remove the comma from here. Control S to save. And let's see now. So here you can see it looks something like this. And after that guys, we have to do something. We have to first of all, let's target the form and we have to add padding to be 30 and 40. So let's target form and let's say padding to be 30 pixel, not 20, 30 pixel and 40 pixel if I'm not wrong. Then here we have to add form control, something like this, and we have to add margin bottom, something like this, margin bottom to be 10 pixel. Then margin padding bottom to be 20 pixel, padding bottom to be 20 pixel and position to be relative, position to be not padding, position to be relative. Control S to save. And let me refresh. So here you can see guys it's getting in shape. So here now guys, here we have to target the label. So here for that we have to add form control label, something like this, and here we have to add color to be hashtag 777. Then here we have to add display to be block, something like this, and margin bottom to be 5 pixel, like this. And after that here we have to add form control to be input. Here we have to add border to be 2 pixel and solid hashtag F0, I think so, something like this. And after that guys, here we have to add border radius to be 4 pixel, border radius to be 4 pixels, something like this, and display to be block, something like this, and width, where it is width to be 100%, something like this, and padding to be 10 pixel and font size to be 14, padding to be 10 pixel and font size to be 14 pixel. Control S to save. And now let's see. So guys, it's getting in shape. As you can see, the input is looking nice. So guys, now here we have to add dot form control, something like this, and here we have to add input like this, and here we have to add border to be 2 pixels, something like this, and solid to be hashtag, let me copy this and paste it over here. Let me copy. Okay, I am doing something wrong. I have to not do input, I have to do input focus, something like this. And here we have to add input focus outline to be 0, and border color border color to be hashtag 777. Control S to save. And then guys, here we have to add where it is, okay, form control, and then we have to add dot success, and here we have to add input is equal to border radius, not border radius, border color, actually border color to be variable that we have added in our CSS, success color, something like this, nothing fancy. And if it's error, let me do this, if it's error we have to add variable array color. After that, here we have to add form control to be small, and we have to target this, and here we have to add color of variable red, and then here we have to add position, not like this, let me remove this, and here we have to add position like this, and position to be absolute. Why it is not showing absolute? And after that, here we have to add bottom to be 0 like this, and after that, guys, we are good to go. Not good to go, we have to add bottom, and here we have to add left to be 0, and visibility 0%, not 0%, 0, and visibility to be hidden, something like this. Control S to save, and let me refresh. So here you can see it looks something like this. So guys, after that, here we have to just you can say we have to just target the button, and we have to style that. So I'll be back after styling the button. So guys, I am back. I already did the styling the form button. I already did that, and here guys, let's move on to our JavaScript part. So guys, in our JavaScript part, first of all, we have to add const form is equal to document dot get element by id, document dot get element by id, something like this, because we have to first of all target the form, then we can do whatever we want. So here we have to do something like this. Then we have to add const username. We have to target all the things. Username is equal to document dot get element by username, something like this, and we have to do all the things that we have in our form. So I'll be right back after doing that. So guys, I am back. I did all the stuff that we want, that necessary. So guys, now we have to do how we can show input error messages. So for that, we have to first of all create a function, and here we have to do show error input, here like this, error input, and here we have to add message, something like this, and after that something like this. After that, here we have to add const form control, something like this, is equal to input dot parent element, not like this, parent element, something like this. After that, here we have to add form control, something like this, dot class name, not like this, form control. Why it is not showing me form control? Just form control, okay, form, okay, why it is not showing? Okay, form control. Then here we have to add dot class name, something like this, is equal to form control, something like this, and here we have to add error like this. Then here guys, we have to add const email, I just mean small, const small is equal to, we have to add form control, something like this, form control dot query selector, because it is very important, query not like this, query selector, something like this, and here we have to add target small, something like this, and here we have to just do small dot inner text is equal to message, something like this. Control is to save, and let me do here really quick. Let me link this script tag, script src script.js, something like this, and now let me refresh, and let me do something here. So it's showing nothing. Okay, let me inspect and see. Okay, in the console. Okay, I think we have to do like something changes. So guys, now let's see how we can show the success here. So guys, okay, why it is telling me untitled file. Okay, now guys, here we have to add show success. Here we have to do function show success like this, success something like this, and here we have to add input something like this. After that, here we have to add const form control something like this. Form control is equal to input dot parent element something like this. Here we have to add form control something like this dot class name something like this is equal to form control success. Form control and here not like this, form control success something like this. And now guys, let's see, check if email is valid. So guys, for that we have to write some logics, so let's move on to that. So here we have to add function check email something like this, and here we have to add input, and here guys, let's add some random characters that the user should not add. So here we have to do something like this, and I'll be right back after pasting the characters. So here you can see guys all the characters that we want, and after that here we have to add if re.test something like this, and here we have to add input something like this dot value dot trim like this, and here, and after that guys, we have to do show success something like this, and here we have to add input something like this, and if not, then here we have to add show error, and we have to do something input, and here we have to add in the input that email is not valid something like this. Control is to save, and let me refresh the thing, and here you can see, okay, it's showing nothing. Okay, we have to do an email. Why it is showing nothing? So let me check. Okay, so also we have to do check required fields. I'm sorry, first of all, for that we have to just do here function something like this. We have to add check required something like this, and here we have to add input array something like this, and here we have to add input array something like this. Let me target this input array dot for each loop. We have to add for each, and here we have to add function input, not like this, function input something like this, and after that function input. Okay, and after that here we have to add if something like this, if input dot value something like this dot trim like this is equal to blank. Then we have to do show error, like here we have to do show error that input that some concatenation $sign like this, and here we have to add get field name like this name, get field name to input something like this, and here we have to type is required something like this. Else we have to just like this, else we have to just do show success message, else show success success, and we have to add input here like this. So we are good to go. So why it is giving me an error? Okay, so let me fix this really quick. Okay guys, now we are good to go. So guys, let's move on to our next part, which is how we can check input length. So for that guys, we have to add function check length something like this, and after that we have to just do something like this, in which guys we have to first of all create a function, then we have to add check length, and we have to pass some parameters, which is first is input, second is minimum, and the third is maximum. So here we added if input dot value dot length, that means we have to check the length is greater than is smaller than minimum, then we have to show a error that get field name, we have to get the field name and show the error that it must be at least that number which is main, it must be at least 6 characters. Then if else, we have to again write else, I just mean if else, and here we have to add input dot value dot length is smaller than max. We have to just do get field name, and we have to add must be lesser than max characters. Then after that, here we have to add else show success input if all the things perfect. So guys, then let's see how we can check password match. So for that guys, we have to first of all do function check password match, and we have to add input 1 and input 2. So then we have to add if input 1 dot variable is not equal to input 2 dot variable, then we have to just show an error that input 2 password do not match. That's it, nothing fancy and nothing like lengthy code for our password checking. So guys, then we have to see get field name. So guys, for that, here we have to add function get field name, and we have to add input pass parameter to be input. Then here we have to add return input dot id dot character at 0 to uppercase plus input dot id dot slice, that means slice of 1. So guys, after that, here we have to do event listener to the submit. So guys, for that we have to add form dot event listener, and we have to target the submit button. Then we have to add function, and we have to do event dot prevent default, and then we have to add check required and all the fields that we have added, then check length to be all the things that we have added. So guys, now we are good to go with all our 3 files, HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now guys, let me refresh the page and see what just happened. So here you can see guys in the console, no errors, that's good. And here guys in the form, let me do Kartik, something like this. Okay, let me submit. Okay, it says it's fine. Then here you can see other says red, and here let me add like email, something like this. Okay, that's fine. And password, let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and let's okay, it's also fine. And here we have to add 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and submit. So you can see all the things are fine. So guys, I hope you understand form validation in JavaScript, and in the next tutorial we are going to discuss about more. So for that, bye bye, see you later and take care.